And hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your NFL guru, Neal, here with Week 10 predictions. So, hope you guys had a great week last week. Week 9 was pretty solid. Called the boldest upset of the week, correct. The Indianapolis Colts to defeat the Denver Broncos. And I don't think anyone really expected that except for Colts fans, obviously. That was a huge shocker. But when you pay close attention to the NFL, and you know the sport, you understand through NFL tendencies when a team is due for a loss, and Denver was due for that loss. The Colts beat them. Well, now let's get to Week 10 predictions. We start with Thursday Night Football, and we got the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. Two New York teams. Rex Ryan going back to his hometown. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills in this one. I think they go into New York, and I mean by Jets, their hometown, and they go ahead and win this game. Look for Carlos Williams and LaShawn McCoy to run very well. I think Tyrod Taylor plays well. The Jets have actually been loving a lot of passing yards in the past few weeks. That's going to stay consistent. The Buffalo Bills win this game. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Baltimore Ravens. Even without Steve Smith, I'm taking Baltimore. It's going to be a blowout here. No point even going into this. Easy win. The Browns at the Steelers. Upset because Big Ben is out. And if he stays out, I am going to take the Cleveland Browns. Yes, they're going to win this game. And that's because Josh McCown is most likely going to return. And he's going to sling the ball. They dominate the Steelers secondary. It'll be close, of course. But look for the Cleveland Browns to win this game in a huge shocker. The Chicago Bears at the St. Louis Rams. I'm going to take the Rams. Todd Gurley runs wild. Foles has a decent game too. The Rams win this one. Their defense manhandles Cutler. The Dolphins at the Eagles. I'm going to take Philadelphia. I think they keep rolling after that impressive win on Sunday Night Football against Dallas. I think Philly wins this game. Jordan Matthews also has a good game. Bradford finally starts to show up. Look for that three-headed running attack with DeMarco, Ryan Matthews, and Darren Sproles to stay strong as well. The Saints at the Redskins. I'm going to take an upset here. I'm going with Washington in this one. They're at home. Kirk Cousins is going to play well. Look for the double, running back attack with Matt Jones and Alfred Morris to show up. I think Matt Jones will have a good game this week. The Redskins defense will manhandle Breeze. He'll still toss a couple of touchdowns, but they won't be able to run it on Washington. Look for the Redskins to win this game in another upset. I'm feeling upset week this week. Next, we have the Lions at the Packers. The Packers blow out the Lions. Simple as that. I think even with Starks starting, it doesn't matter whether Lacey or Starks is playing. It doesn't matter. Rodgers is going to toss at least 3 to 4 touchdowns this game. Next, the Cowboys at the Buccaneers. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. Even with Jameis Winston and how awful the guy is, I'm still going to take the Buccaneers to win this game. It'll be closer than we expect, but that defense is going to play well. Look for Tampa Bay's defense to show up as they beat the Dallas Cowboys, who just don't have a quarterback right now. They can't win without a quarterback. It's pretty evident now. The Panthers at the Titans. I'm going to go with Carolina. This is going to be a close one. Marcus Mariota is going to play well. Marshawn in New Orleans and won in overtime. Look for him to keep up that solid play against an undefeated Panthers team. But the Carolina Panthers win this game. Don't lean on Jonathan Stewart, though. He won't be able to run it on that Titans defense. Cam Newton's going to have to air it out, but especially attack the tight end. Use Greg Olsen, because that's the only way the Panthers win this game. It's going to be a close one, so keep a close eye on it. Next, we got the Vikings at the Raiders. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one. Adrian Peterson against a pretty solid Raiders run defense. That Raiders-Steelers game last week was insane. I think most of the nation watched it. It was the most nationally televised game of the morning on CBS, and wow, that was quite a game. My goodness, what an offensive explosion by both sides. Minnesota also 6-2. They look very tough to beat as well. Teddy Bridgewater got hit with a dirty hit, and he likely got a concussion. So it'll be interesting to see if he is able to play, which I think he is, along with Latavius Murray. So look for this game to be good. I'm taking the Raiders in a nail biter. It's going to be a good one. Derek Carr keeps up his success. The Raiders win this one. The Patriots at the Giants. Wish the Giants could play spoiler, man. That'd be funny again. They're undefeated season, but it's not going to happen. The Patriots are going to win this game. Look for Brandon LaFell to be a good start at sleeper position this week, and we'll find out who the starting running back is with Dion Lewis out for the New England Patriots. But the Patriots win this game. The Chiefs at the Broncos. I'm going to take the Broncos. It's going to be an easy one. The Chiefs will keep it close. Look for Alex Smith to actually check it down to whoever it is, DeAnthony Thomas, Charkandrick West. I don't think he can carry the team, though. That's the problem. I think they use Travis Kelce a lot, and I mean, they don't really have many offensive weapons. I don't think Maclin really performs. Look for the Broncos to win this game. The Cardinals at the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. I'm going to take the 12th man, the Seattle Seahawks. Win this one. Get back to contending in that division. Arizona's not a bad team. They're pretty good, okay? They're 6-2. But I think Seattle exposes them, wins this game by 10+ points. They attack Arizona. Look for Doug Baldwin to play well. Marshawn Lynch is going to run wild. The Seattle Seahawks will be feasting on Skittles when they win this one. And finally, we get to Monday Night Football. And I am going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to continue to stay undefeated at home against the Houston Texans. Houston does not have what it takes to compete in this game. The Cincinnati Bengals win this game in a blowout. Jeremy Hill will rush for at least a touchdown, if not 2. Look for Marvin Jones to also have a big game. AJ Green. It's going to be Eifert. It's going to be a blowout. The Bengals win this one. And now we go to fantasy starts and sits for the week. At quarterback, start Andy Dalton. Like I said, at home against Houston, gotta start him. The Red Rifle is playing pretty well. Start the kid. Sit Cam Newton. I don't think he's going to play well at Tennessee. Superman is not worth a start this week. I do not think he's going to be able to really use many of his weapons. Maybe he'll get a big touchdown to Devin Funchess again. You know, a big play to Devin Funchess. But I don't know. I would sit Cam if I were you. Running backs to start, easy here, Todd Gurley. He's at home against the Bears. He's going to go off for 130 and a touchdown. Also start Marshawn Lynch. He's at home, Sunday Night Football against the Seahawks, against the Cardinals. Look for him and the Seahawks to run the ball very well. Sit Chris Johnson. They're at Seattle. Don't start him. He's not going to run well. Also, I would sit Jonathan Stewart. I do not think he's going to run against Tennessee very well. I do not think the Titans are going to let up. They're going to keep this close and keep this as low scoring as possible. Carolina will win in a nail biter. Okay, at wide receiver position, start Emmanuel Sanders. He's playing the Chiefs, who have allowed the most fantasy points in the NFL to wide receivers. Sanders is a great start. Also, Amari Cooper. That kid is looking like Rookie of the Year. Definitely the best wide receiver in the NFL out of all the rookies. There's no question there. One of the best wide receivers in the past 3 years. I mean, the kid's already breaking records, so I would definitely start him against a Minnesota team that loves a lot of receptions to the number 1 wide receiver. Sit Jeremy Maclin. They're at Denver. Alex Smith doesn't even like his receivers. Don't start the guy. Also sit Larry Fitzgerald. He's going up against Sherman. Sherman's going to shut him down. It's a waste of time. Don't start Larry Fitz. If anyone, Michael Floyd could have a little bit of sleeper potential, but still, I sit any Cardinals receiver if I were you this week. At tight end, start Kyle Rudolph. He's playing the Raiders. The Raiders can't cover the tight end. Simple as that. They're going to love a touchdown to Kyle Rudolph. That's at least 6 points right there, man. 6 to 7 points. Start him. No question. Sit Benjamin Watson. He's not worth playing this week. The Saints are at the Redskins. I think the Redskins play a good defensive game, defensive football game, and I think with the Redskins winning this game, Benjamin Watson's not a good start for the Saints. At kicker, start Graham Gano. Gano is going to be a great start because they're not going to be able to get into the end zone much. Look for them to kick a lot of field goals at Tennessee. Also, sit Justin Tucker. Other way around, they're going to get into the end zone too many times. They're going to be so far ahead of Jacksonville. He's not going to be necessary to kick field goals. They're just going to be scoring touchdowns through the entire game. The defense to start of the week, the St. Louis Rams. They're at home. They're playing the Bears. It's going to be a sack party. They're just going to sack the Bears and Jay Cutler like no other. Hopefully the guy doesn't get injured this game, but this is a very strong possibility. The Rams win this one, and their defense feasts on Jay Cutler. And now sit the Minnesota Vikings defense. Yeah, they look good. Don't start them against a Raiders offense that has dropped 34-plus points 3 consecutive weeks. 34-plus points 4 times this season. Why would you start a defense against them? I don't care which defense you have. Do not start them against the Oakland Raiders. And the sleepers of the week at quarterback, we have Sam Bradford. Like I said, he has a good matchup against Miami. I think he gets back on track. At running back, Matt Jones. If he gets a start, look for him to have a big game against a very weak Saints run defense. Wide receiver, Brandon LaFell. He's a great start. If you have him on your team, start the kid. They're playing the Giants, who, everyone says the Giants are going to pass wild. I don't think they're going to do very well. I think they're going to try and keep the ball out of Brady's hands and run the ball more. But start LaFell. He's going to score at least a touchdown and over 80 yards against a weak Giants secondary. Finally, a sleeper defense to start, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, they're playing at home against Dallas. Dallas won't be able to score any points. At most field goals, the Buccaneers are going to get a couple of sacks at least, probably force a fumble, and get an interception. That's 7 points to 8 points. Along with the point scheming, that's a pretty solid outing for a defense you can pick off from the waivers. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your Week 10 predictions. Stay tuned. Called a lot of upsets this week, so it's a bit risky. Hopefully, we stay consistent with our predictions. So thank you guys, and you guys have a fantastic day.